Our beloved Creator is worthy to be praised. He is the greatest. I call upon our beloved Creator of heaven and earth and all that is in between to give me clear, concise, divine guidance that serves His highest good. It is so. We are now vibrating at the frequency of absolute conscious awareness. It is so. Our beloved Creator, what message do you have for the divine brotherhood of man? Our path defeated all our enemies. I saw this battle, so I'm telling you, this happened. Alright? That's why witchcraft can't harm you. We have golden portal sovereignty. Those things are so important. And I only learned about it recently. And that is when we co-create with our beloved Creator. He'll take you places you can't even imagine now. Our beloved Creator, thank you for defeating all our enemies on our behalf, and that you have freed us and ascended us. Control yourself. I'm thinking like we have knowledge of light and dark now. And how our enemies were defeated was because they denied our Creator and they engaged in witchcraft. So He's advising you that you should avoid that. And the way to avoid that is through this gift. This is a fruit of His Spirit. Because He's loving and all of that. But when the time came, He separated us. Our beloved Creator, thank you for the gift of self-control so that we now don't dig a hole for ourselves, but learn from the past. Our beloved Creator, what gratitude affirmation do you have for us? I'm grateful now that I'm living in my full divinity. Knowledge of light and dark implies living in your full divinity, and this gift allows you to create wonderful things for you and for others. It's easy, it sounds so nice and all that, but it takes a lot of discipline. Our beloved Creator, to be crowned by Shiva, to be armed by Him, to have the all-seeing eye and the golden aura. It's immense discipline because it is that very thing, because we are His body. How I know we've got golden portal sovereignty because I've got a crown for that. You actually have to go and battle. And it's not about being afraid, it's about fighting for something. Again, wow, yeah. This is how you become a wonderful woman. When you are armed by our beloved Creator. Because He can trust you. And underlying that trust is your self-control. You don't bail out in the middle of a battle. Or you don't turn back on the walk. If you committed, you see it through. That's how you attain these gifts. Only put our trust in our Creator. He wants the best for you. Now, our beloved Creator is the best, and He created you, so you are the best. To walk in your full divinity uh, implies that you have to have 100% trust in our beloved Creator, because when you walk on the battlefield on His behalf, you need a lot of courage. He assures you the victory is yours, but you still need courage to face what we previously weren't even aware of. And throughout that path, the harder it gets, the more you must affirm to yourself that you put your 100% trust in Him. Because some steps along the path get very tricky. But knowing that He is always with us and cannot be separated from us means that you can call on Him at those times, and He's your biggest supporter because He walks your path with you. Um, on the battlefield, you will be fully justified to retaliate, right? However, it would be misrepresenting our beloved Creator. On the battlefield, all you do is you slay the beast, the demon, the portal, the serpent. But you don't be an idiot about it. Because everything with our beloved Creator is sacred. Even just learning about that or conquering that or defeating the enemies, our beloved Creator regards everything as sacred. So you need a lot of control where you'll be fully justified to mock your enemies. Our Creator says, step up to the throne of grace because their fate is already sealed. Sometimes I can forget that their fate is sealed and I want something. And He says, but remember. And I'm like, yes. That requires a high degree of grace. Because this is a trust relationship with our beloved Creator. Even if He gives us the swords, that doesn't mean we must use it just because we can. The circumstance must justify the action, and it requires this level of self-control. This is the card that's been coming up all week. So our Creator is like that. The same card will come out repetitively. I can see that he is acknowledging that your love for Him has increased because you are increasing your honesty in your communication with Him, and you're demonstrating the trust in Him, and that is why you can grow into your full divinity. That's what it takes. It's like hardcore realism of light and dark and all that. The first thing I'm thinking of is that honesty truly does pave a good way for you for tomorrow. Because now you're not creating unnecessary obstacles, which is what I thought when I saw this. I thought we must control ourselves. Our beloved Creator finally defeated all our enemies, and we must ensure that we learn from that and not engage in the same. And in that way, we secure a peaceful path tomorrow, and this to me feels like peace. Our beloved Creator, thank you for your divine guidance. Don't gossip. Exactly. This is how I'm feeling it, you see. If you have something to say to someone, say it to them. And in that way, you keep your path clear and peaceful. So try not to engage in this, and that requires self-control, and it requires grace. And another thing is, it will make you a woman of value. Now, when you're living in your full divinity, you really don't have time to gossip. A creator keeps you busy. Being in your full divinity means he's got work for your hands. You have to do so many things. That's why he gives you crowns, swords, rings. He gives you. This path is truly only for the divinely anointed and appointed. When you have friendships that's based on honesty and respect in the form of no gossip, then you'll have many memories to relive down the road, and it will be sweet. So I think it's a gift if you don't gossip, because the old world kind of programmed you to gossip. It was what they promoted to break down the bonds of friendship. So uh, to have friends, we have to be a friend. Our beloved Creator, what do you say? T and H. First thing I'm thinking is, to hell with you. Those have been my favorite words since our Creator showed me that place, and that we don't do return to senders, we send them straight to hell. But actually, their actions, forgiven and realistic. So if you have the initials T and H, then this is applicable to you. Or maybe they're even names of your friends. And if you gossiped about them, you can go make it right. Because honesty is the highest form of love. And to grow in your full divinity gives you the courage to say, okay, right, I was a jerk. I see the errors of my ways. I see this and that, but I've learned. So I think whoever you speak to, they can sense your sincerity. Well, the gossip was a big lie. Somebody lied about you, and they want your forgiveness now because they see it wasn't the best thing. And I think we can forgive everyone, because I started off saying sometimes they provoke you and then you want to send them to hell immediately. Doesn't mean you have the swords if you do that. And I think we can forgive everyone. It doesn't mean we should allow them back into our lives, but we don't have to be nasty about it, because their fate is sealed. Anyone who comes against the divine brotherhood of man is against our beloved Creator. And so condemnation is inevitable for them, because they're either for us or against us. So we don't have to hold on to uh, the hurt and the pain the slander caused and the gossip caused. We can let that go, because they seal their own fate. was also saying living in our full divinity is having experience of light and dark. And it's not an easy road, but that whatever you face, all these untrue accusations, etc., remember our Creator is walking with you, and you lean upon Him through such uh, challenging times. I think they lied about the relationship, or they lied about to someone who is in a relationship, that you are in a relationship with or were in a relationship with. They gossiped about you, and that could have caused this relationship to break up. Our beloved Creator, what is in the conscious mind? In the conscious mind, wanting to send a message or communicate to this person that slandered you. You walked away from them. It's as though you're just going to give them a hearing, forgive them, and keep it moving. Because your mind is already made up. Because this is in the eight of in the subconscious mind, meaning you'll keep it light and easy, nothing intense, but honest. You could have been married to this person. It's not as though you can reconcile now because the damage is done. The person didn't believe you, they believed the lie. So now they have to live with that decision. And you are forgiving them. But it's not as though you can get it back together again. It's like, where do we go from here? But how do you go from the 10 of Pentacles to the 2 of Pentacles? You see, they broke up something stable and secure. Now that's what people do, or people did. And they aimed for healthy, functional relationships, and then they worked on breaking that down through lies and gossip and slander and seduction and all of that, because they never had that. So they're just here to destroy that. Your energy, you're single now, uh, and you're just rebuilding. Okay, so you had that because would the right person believe the lie, or would they come to you and ask you? They would say, like, I heard this and that. Is it so? This will be demonstrated. And it wouldn't be accusory. It would be like an inquiry. But now you're single and you cut your losses and you're rebuilding. The person wants forgiveness, which you can give, but it doesn't mean you want to rebuild with it. Around you, I'm thinking the courts. Maybe the divorce wasn't so. You were the kind of person that got married till death do you part, but the lies separated you. The person that broke you up is facing judgment for that. And they're thinking that just by asking your forgiveness, they are free of the consequences of that slander. Unless they ask our beloved Creator for forgiveness, I don't know. Because it's one thing to ask you, it's another thing to make matters right by Him, because He said, don't do that. He said, don't do that. Destiny. There's a big turning point coming now. You've learned a lot from being fooled by those you thought were there for you. And you took the lesson and you let go of the pain because you processed it. You kind of like being single, but you're ready for some type of change. Wow, you're ready for some type of change. Because that's over for you. You're ready to live in your full divinity now and explore yourself. You're there now because you've been there, done that, you tried that. You're taking full charge of your energy. You're not sharing it with those who could so easily believe a lie. And yet you're walking in your full divinity. But our beloved Creator said He defeated all our enemies. So everything came to light. And you didn't deserve the injustice. However, because you're living in your full divinity, you could process it. Because you were realistic. It's maybe not what you wanted, but you still look at the facts and weigh that. Our beloved Creator, why is the ceiling of air? Yeah. The Creator saying the person that believed the lie should have come to you first. So next time the lesson for us would be next time you hear a rumor or gossip, the right thing to do is to go to that person and say, I hear this and that, is it so? Bring it out into the open. Don't believe the lie. Maybe the one that was so quick to believe the lie was looking for a reason. Yeah, and the relationship that they broke up was blessed by our Creator. But the devil is comes to kill, steal, and destroy. I was saying these people that come in to break up healthy relationships, they know people come together because they're going to serve many, and then they look for the weakness and infiltrate, and it could be a family. You really do reap what you sow. You want to send a message and you forgive them, right? In the spirit of graciousness. Now they want to make up with you, but you will tell them. You really do reap what you sow. They sowed lies and they chose to believe it, so that is what they reap now. Because you done. You changed. It brought about a major change for you. It's hard for you to believe that you feel this way now because that was your whole life, but you were a realist. You walked away and everything turned for the better for you. You thought that was the all there is. You see? I said you were a couple. You got a lot of public attention. You did something together, maybe you worked together or something, and it brought you a lot of attention. And within that, people wanting to break it down because jealousy and envy and spite, that stuff is real. This is also how you can see if this partner was really for you. Our Creator said He defeated all our enemies, and it could even have been your partner, though you look so perfect on the outside. Some people can play a long game of deception, but we're in the time now where everything done in the dark and the light. This is what you need now. You don't need people that got stuff to hide, that speak behind your back. That so you are looking where do you rebuild now, and this is your minimum criteria. Not people doing things behind your back. And you're going to get it. You're single, and here's engagement. Let's hope it's not from the kettle to the frying pan. But no. So the change, the justice for you is that what was supposed to break you actually just brought the right opportunity for you, because the person that's coming now is your destiny, and they will allow you to live in your full divinity. Now, firstly, the divine doesn't need another's permission to live in the full divinity. But if you want to be in a relationship, there has to be some mutual understanding and consensus on this level of freedom. Right? Because this person is in full command of themselves. You must remember, anyone you meet, they're already living their lives and running their lives for decades, perhaps. How can you come in and now tell them now, they must do it like this? Go get you a child if you want to give a grown up instruction. It will show that you are incompatible. So just look out for that. So that you don't step into the same. I said it, don't go from the kettle to the frying pan. Destiny or creators gifting you with the right thing, because once you've had the wrong thing, you can actually appreciate the right thing. So even though you're so divinely anointed and all of this, for the right person, you will accommodate. You will accommodate. You'll be willing to change some things about it to accommodate another because they are worth it. They won't go after stories, etc. I tell you, use engagement, proposal. It's going to change your life. This proposal I got today and tomorrow. It seems that though you've taken a great loss in the past in a relationship, a creator is bringing you something much greater than that. One that is not only where you just have to give and uh, mold yourself to another, but where you come as your whole self, as two individuals, and find the middle ground. Let go of those parts that no longer serve you and embrace new parts so that you can live in your full divinity. Also, people from your past have regret now for causing all this harm and trouble, but our Creator revealed them as an enemy. Alright? And now you can just rise to the throne of grace, forgive them, but they're not part of your future. He's been saying for, say, 3 weeks now, he said, don't look back because he is taking you forward now. Our beloved Creator, thank you for your divine guidance. Thank you for defeating all our enemies on our behalf. You are worthy to be praised. You are the greatest. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Namaste.